Hello folks, Azimuth here with Mechwarrior Online. I had been thinking about getting this game for a while, but I was a bit short on hard drive space, so now that I've basically cleaned out the computer and redone it, I thought I'll put it on. I used to play Mechwarrior 2 Mercenaries. That was the first one, and I enjoyed that. Played Mech 3, enjoyed that one more. Just wish I had one of those twisty joysticks to turn the torso around, but never mind. I played the game. I think I've still got it somewhere as well, and I was going to give you a bit of a run through and my thoughts on it. Now, if you see down here, I've got just over 9 million C-bills. I have been playing it. I don't know how many games I've played, and this is a trial mech. So if we go here, all of these mechs do all light, medium, heavy, and assault. These are all trials. Now, my understanding is that you will have about 25 matches where you'll get a cadet bonus, which will boost your C-bill amount up. And I have played all of these lights. What have I played in the mediums? Enforcer, no, Hunchback, Shadow Cat. I don't think I've done the other two. The heavies. I think I've tried the Ebon Jaguar and the Timberwolf, and with the Assault, Direwolf, Executioner, Atlas and King Crab. So I've done all these. This is more my style play actually, heavy stuff. I like to be, if we take Battlefield for instance, I was usually found with the support soldiers kit, and I'd usually be in a tank because I would be the one who was, so far as Battlefield goes, rearming the other players in the match. And I wanted to be in something that could take a lot of damage but also dish out a lot to give them fire support. You can change the loadouts of these, but because the trial mechs, it doesn't stick. It'll go for one match and then it will revert back to default. So with this Executioner here, I could change all these lasers and whatever these are here and put something else on. Once that match is done, these will go back to default. So, go back. The one thing that I had trouble finding out was, how the hell do you buy a mech? After much faffing around, it's in store. You go Battle Mech and do all. Well, if we have a look at the lights, there's your lights there. And you've got 4 variants of the adder, so we'll have a quick look at that. Look familiar? These all have different weapon loadouts, and you can pay with MC in the yellow box here. This is actually real money you would spend in the game to get in-game gold, if you like. So that is based on real money, and the blue box is your C-bills. So you can see here the cheapest is 6.7 million ish, and the dearest is just over 7 million. So I've got enough C-bills to actually buy one of these. There's the Arctic Cheetah, which is based on another mech as well, the Commando. So, look, Locust, 7 variants here. Some of these you can only buy with cash. You have to spend real money. And also you have champion and hero mechs. Here we go, light, medium, heavy and assault. Let's have a look at the Atlas. It's probably one of the better known mechs in game. Cash only. You can see it's a loadout popping up. It also gives the maximum pitch angle up and down and its torso twist left and right. And then there's the hero. I'm not sure what is different about the hero and champion and the assault or heavy versions, or well, whatever it is. I've not looked into it. I haven't sat down and taken notes and compared the hero Atlas compared to the it's under heavier assault. So if you ever want to buy a mech, either make sure you spend some money to get the gold coinage, if you like, for the appropriate amount, or spend your in-game C-bills. So there we go. Lots of variants. Well, there's 7 variants of the Atlas. So the ones that are cash only are something special. And cheapest Atlas, 9.3 million. So I've got a few more battles on the cadet bonus, which boosts your C-bills, so I could afford to buy that one. I've got no idea if repairs and ammo are going to cost you anything after a match. I've got no idea just yet, because I haven't played enough of it. Somebody like Sidestrafe, he might be able to might have said that in one of the videos that he has done. He's been playing it a lot longer than me, and he does have some really quite good informative videos out there. Mate, I'm still deciding what mech to buy because I just don't know. There's the crab. It's a fast one, this, actually, but you see that's cash only as well. I'm going to be going for something that uses just the C-bills. Go back to the home. Right, so this is my mech at the moment, an Executioner Trial. Big old thing. 95 tonner, so it's a heavyweight. And as I said, because it's a trial mech, you can change its loadout. There's a jump jet on it. I'm not sure if that's heat sinks there. But look at this, there's 7 lasers on that arm. I'm not in a clan, so I'm under mercenary. Skill rating tier 5. I think it starts at tier 5 and then you work upwards towards 1. I'm thinking. I said I've not played this enough. Graphically it is quite nice. I mean, just look at the light shine on that. And the detail in it is really quite nice for a free to play game. So you've got your inventory there, which is the battle mechs that you've bought, the weapon systems, the equipment modules and omnipods. I've got nothing yet. There's your stats. Yep, that's just set me to desktop. I don't want to do that. Come back in the game. So that will send you to your browser out of game to have a look at your stats. Redeem code, that's for any freebies they throw out to get people in to play the game. Titles and badges. I've not done enough to warrant getting any of these. Testing grounds, you pick a trial mech, and apparently they will always be there. They won't just suddenly disappear after 25 matches. They will always be there for you to try, because you might be running about in a Raven, which is a light mech, and you suddenly think, I want to try something heavy or assault class. So you'll pick the trial mech that you want, and then you'll pick the map. A good thing to remember is things like Frozen City, the frozen maps, Alpine Peaks, the cold ones. They will help your heat management with the mech. Like this thing has got 7 lasers on that arm. The cold maps will help because the ambient temperature affects heat management as well. Caustic Valley, there's another one here as well somewhere. Terra Therma. Terra Therma is a hot map. You're basically on a planet that's still got flowing molten lava running about it. Caustic Valley, I think, is a warm planet, but it's a really nasty acidic atmosphere, so that affects heat management as well. So you have to bear this in mind with mechs, because these weapons can create so much heat, and you're basically talking from medium lasers up. Doesn't matter where they come from. If you've got a load of medium lasers and up, and because I think these are all mediums here, they will create heat fast. I don't think ballistics do. Machine guns, I don't think they create heat. Rockets and PPCs and such, they do. So if you're going to be armed up to the teeth like this, if you can keep space, throw on some heat sinks. Right, let's have a look. Alright, I want to go for... let's have a look at the mediums. I want something with weapons that are high up. And this was recommended by Sidestrafe as well for the new player to get used to how things work. Pick a mech with something like that. It's got weapons high up. You see it's got rocket launchers up here, kind of thing. This looks like 6 lasers on each arm and 2 machine guns. Right, so we'll have a look at that one. Right, so we'll take that and we'll have a quick match if we can get in quick enough. I tried a heavier assault mech the other day. Went to do a quick play and I was getting nothing. It tries to match up with players of similar skill, I believe. Looks like it might be struggling for that class. Yeah, okay, get rid of that. We'll try a lighter mech. Right, we'll take the Raven and we'll see what we can get with that. Don't let me down now, matchmaking. Oh, right. I'll tell you what I'll do. Which did I have again? What was it? Oh, it was that thing. Heaven Jaguar. Right, back. Testing grounds. Right, let's have Frozen City. And you can see there huge icicles on the building. You know, the whole place is buried in snow. Well, it's nearly a glacier. And there we go.
Target acquired.
There's one enemy. That's a commando mech, which I think is a medium class. So let's have a wee walk over and have a look at him. You can see how deep this snow is. Like, look at the street light. So that's that mech. Seems to have a laser there. Not sure what else is there. Looks like a couple lasers on his torso. We can go into third person view and look at the size of this thing compared to it. The one I'm in is a heavy mech, that's a medium. Quite a difference, isn't there? So let's go back inside. Now, with these maps, there is some things that will fall over. Some trees will. Like, I've just basically crushed that street lamp. I don't know if I can get to it. You can see it just poking up there in the middle, and nothing's happened to it. So there is still things on these maps that should damage, blow up, disappear, mangle up, and they just don't. If you can see the weapons loadout in the bottom right of the screen, it's all the weapons are group numbered. Number 1 is your left mouse button, and if I do shift, yeah, that's not shift, and moving the mouse will actually give you some freer movement on the arms, so you can actually hit something that's further below you that you can't get your torso to bend forward for. So my left mouse button, and that was the Canon Ultra, and the right mouse button does the SRM 6s. Short range missiles. Top right corner you'll see the display for the targeted mech. You can see I've damaged the centre of his torso quite badly. See, it's just lit up again, more damage. If you keep damaging that area, you're going to blow up his engine, because that's where it sits usually. To get the LRMs, they'll light up at the right time. You can see it there. It's got number 3. So if I can get rid of that one, there we go. That's down.
New target acquired.
LRMs will only arm when they are, well, when you're sufficiently far enough away from the target. So there we go. Salvo gone. There you go. Hit the mech. Let's go up and say hello. A cicada. I think that's another medium. You can see the damage on it. That was from a missile salvo, that was. It's a chicken leg walker, which is what this one is as well. Chicken leg walkers are, from my past experience anyway, faster than the way a person would walk with those types of legs. you see there's a cockpit. See, I'm just too close. Not hitting the cockpit.
Target destroyed.
There you go. Let's show you this thing walking. Now, there's always been one thing that puzzled me with this. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a view of it. But you can just see it there with the left leg. See, its foot is actually sitting on nothing. If I can get you round, I mean, look what I've just walked off. Now, really, these mechs shouldn't be able to walk up that. They should not be able to get up it because the mechs in the games that I've played previously, you couldn't do that. So, as far as I'm concerned, they still need to get these things with the maps sorted. Now, did you see that little red bar? If you look at my display bottom left, you'll see my legs have got yellow lines outside of them. That means they've taken damage because I've dropped too far. Now, I've got no jump pack on this. If I had the jump pack, I could have used that to help soften the landing. Now, the map border's over there. I mean, look at this. Look at the angle. And it's still walking normally. But, you know, people say, but it's only a game. Well, it is. But some of us do actually like things to be behaving the way that the mind thinks they should be. So, like, nasty slope, you can't get up that because you'll slide right down to the bottom of it. That there, too steep, you can't walk up it, you'll have to find another way around it. You know, things like that. You see this arrow in front of me here? This is to guide me in which way the legs are pointing. I can turn that way and that will still be the same. I'm not sure, but I think that will disappear after my cadet bonus is finished. Right, where's this taking me? I have got no idea. I've got no idea either if there's a key that you can use to keep walking along at full speed. Abandoned building. We can get up there. There you go. An abandoned place. There is more. targets out here. Oh, there was one. Didn't mean to do that. Meant to press that. Where is he there? There you go. Missile strike and send it to the LRMs. LRMs will fire up and they'll go level a little bit and then they'll just come straight down on the target. You can see the damage on top right that's been inflicted on it. Use your weapon too much and it will jam. It'll unjam itself eventually. In the bottom right you've got your ammo counter as well. I've got 92 shots left on the Ultra AC2s. If I remember correctly, the C means it's a clan weapon. You got to get into the backstory of the Mechwarrior universe, with the clans and inner spheres. Let's go and see this thing. So you have to be in line of sight to get the target as well. So I lost it because of a building there. Oh, there we go. I can actually lose where I'm going with this. And it's a Centurion. He's heavy. Yeah, same size and class to what I'm in. There you go, you can blow off arms. If you blow off a leg, looks like that arm's actually in the way.
Target destroyed.
You take out a leg, you take out the meg. Right, so we'll quit match and we'll show you quickly one of the hot maps. I mean, this is yeah, it's not a bad game. It's it's got more mechs than I remember in it, put it that way. We'll pick the Shadow Cat this time. And Testing Grounds. And Terra Therma. There's some of these I've not been on because it's just what comes up in the map. When you actually go to play online, you will have a choice of 4 maps and 2 game modes, and the game modes will be co-op and skirmish. The co-op, you have to capture the enemy point or unclaimed points, and skirmish is your team versus them. There's no free-for-all that I've come across just yet. Right, so Terra Therma is hot map. There you go. Funny thing is, you can actually send your mech in and walk through the lava, which I thought you wouldn't have been able to because it would have buggered up your mech, but there we go.
System offline.
Right, that's me just powered down. And because it's powered down, I can look around with the mouse. If I power it back up, there you go, can look around, and then the torso kicks in. Look at this, 97 kilometers an hour. The map-wise, there isn't much wrong with the maps. I mean, you look at this. What a world. Got a little bridge. You can see this one has got a very good torso turning circle. It's something like 270 degrees there. So if you look at the bottom of the screen just to the right, where it says 10%, that's heat management. It's a hot planet, so your mech is already 10% hot. So having a light mech is potentially better on heat management in a map like this than a heavy and assault mech in it. Let's say it's lasers and missiles and PVCs, Gauss rifles, they will cause heat. Machine guns don't. Projectiles. Let's back inside. Let's go have a walkie. It's a really nice map. They've done a really good job on this. I mean, look, it's still walking on a hot surface, yet it's still able to hold the weight of a mech like this. I mean, look, if I put that there, you get the effects. But it's not damaging the mech. Not until you move. Weird. So, would I recommend the game? Yeah, I would. Does it call for strategy? Most definitely. This is not a game that you want to be jumping into and think, well, playing it like it's Counter-Strike. Run around, shoot, and die. Once your mech is out, that's it. You're done. Like Counter-Strike, you get one chance in the match and you don't respawn. If you're going to be acting like a right dick and run around, shoot at things and dying in the first 10 seconds, your team will not appreciate it one bit. You have to think to survive in this game. Oh, I want to recognise that bit actually. Walking through the lava. There we go. It actually warmed the mech up there because there was sufficiently enough there. See, it's 14% on heat now. And that should be because of being close to lava. It should cool down now. There we go. Picked up a enemy target already.
Target acquired.
What is that? That's an awesome. Yeah, I know. Strange name for a mech, but there you go. Now let's go over and have a look at this. Like, you're basically on top of a volcano here. The lighting effects is really, really nicely done. Can you shove a mech? Dunno. Let's try. Oh, I'm actually shoving it. You can actually see my left leg's had a bit of damage. That's potentially because of lava. And that mech has got some damage on the left leg as well because of me shoving it. Oh, right, there he goes. I've got jump jets on this one. Heat is now 16% because of where I am. Look at that, mech didn't destroy. He didn't die. See, there's your lasers. No, yeah. That's a Gauss rifle. You have to hold your mouse button down. Green, fire. If you hold your mouse button too long on a Gauss rifle, it won't fire. In my experience anyway. See, the green's gone now from the bottom right hand box. So if we do that again, you watch it where it says 18. Yellow, ready to fire, gone. Can't fire now. There you go. So his legs are actually taking damage now. There's lasers. You can see how it warms up the metal there. Oh, little details like that. There you go. The armour on his right leg is now gone. So that will...
Heat level critical. Target destroyed.
There you go. He's gone. But you see how easy it is to get heat levels built up in a map like this. Can I go that way? Oh no, I don't want to go that way. It's slowly cooling down. There's another mech. What's
Target
this one?
acquired.
So Centurion is a... I'm not sure what class he is. Might be a heavy. If you pick a city map in this game, one thing I have noticed is that the traffic, there's some of the traffic that's laying around the map because they're abandoned cities, is some of them don't actually destroy. I've seen people actually walk on top of them and they actually go up as high as that vehicle is, so you can't destroy it, and it just will not flatten, blow up anything. Little details like that they should really sort out. But other than that, I've not really had any problems with the matches, the maps, the gameplay. It's certain times of the day it's a little bit difficult to get a match. It should be okay in the evenings. There's 3 servers. There's a... Let's go and have a look actually. I'm going to show you. So faction play is your clan, and quick play, you got North American server, European and Oceanic, which will be Pacific region, so like the Far East. I've just got European because they're better for ping rates. Not sure how many people play in the other two servers, but yeah, recommend the game if you want. I'll use the term first-person shooter a bit loosely. That is quite strategic, more so than World of Tanks. Get it. Do your 25 matches in trial mechs. Play smart. Build your money up. Think about what mech you're going to buy with your C-bills. If you're ever unsure, try and find some information to try and get an idea of which one might suit you. Work out what your game style is and pick a mech. There isn't a tier system as there is in World of Tanks or games like that, where you start off with the tier 1. Every mech is available to you. The only thing that stops you buying it is how much the thing costs. There is add-ons for these as well, like AMS, ECM. You know, get into the game, go have a look, just look at things, read up about what an AMS does, what an ECM does. Do you need jump jets? What sort of heatsink do you need on the thing? I've had many a fun hour playing the original games, and I think I'm going to have a lot of fun playing this as well. So go get it if it interests you. If it doesn't, fair enough. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but yeah, big thumbs up. Well done Piranha Games for bringing this back out to the public, and I'll leave it there. It's up to you. The ball's in your court. I'll see you in the next video. Have fun, folks. Like, share, subscribe, give me some feedback, and I might see you in game at some point. Bye bye.